Hey everybody, today I'm excited to be upgrading the 12-volt battery system in my Seadoo Switch pontoon boat with a new high-capacity lithium iron phosphate or LiFePO4 battery from Ohmmu that is going to really make it so I can spend all day out on the water playing music and not have to worry about whether or not the boat's going to start at the end of the day. So like with many boats, the factory 12-volt battery is good for starting and running the boat, but it's fairly small, so you can't run things while the boat is off for extended periods of time, like play music, blow up inflatables, use a GPS or fish finder, that sort of thing. That's where this dual battery kit comes in. So I got this from SeaDooPWC.com, and it comes with wiring and a battery switch, as well as a Group 27 box, which actually fits the Group 31 size pretty well, which takes me to the battery that I got. This is the Ohmmu Gen 4 Group 31 battery. This is a deep cycle lithium iron phosphate 12-volt battery, which means it's much lighter than lead acid or AGM batteries, and it comes with a lot of benefits. They say this is the largest capacity Group 31 you can get with 180 amp hours of energy or 2.3 kilowatt hours, which is awesome. That means theoretically I could run a 100-watt sound system at full blast for nearly a full day straight, which is just incredible. LFP batteries also last a long time. This one's rated for 3,000 cycles. They can also be discharged almost completely without damaging them, unlike lead acid or AGM batteries, so in the unlikely event that you do run it down, you can just charge it back up and it's going to work fine. LFP batteries also have a very slow self-discharge rate, so if your boat is in storage for the winter, you don't have to worry about the battery being dead when you come back in the spring, so that's good. This also has self-heating and Bluetooth monitoring built in, and it has an integrated BMS, a battery management system, which controls charging and allows it to work with factory charging systems on boats. It's a very impressive battery, and I highly recommend it. I have an Ohmmu battery in my car, which is why I wanted one for the boat. I'll go ahead and show you the wiring up close here too with the battery switch. That allows you to connect the original battery and the new battery in parallel, and then you can choose which one you want to use when. Now the new battery is going to be installed in the front storage compartment on my Seadoo Switch. Taking off this cover, we can see the installation location in the bottom of the compartment. And the wiring will run down the side back to the original battery location, which is in the engine compartment. Here we can see the original battery, which again is fairly small, and we'll essentially use that as a secondary battery for the boat. Now to get started, I'm going to remove the panel inside the front storage compartment. There are a few push tabs that we'll remove, which releases it at the top. Then we'll separate the two sides, and I'll undo the stern light, which is stored there, and then pull the panels out. And now we can see underneath all the way from the new battery location back over the gas tank to the engine compartment. The next step is to remove the panel next to the engine compartment. You just pop the covers off the corners and remove the bolts. And then on the side here is where we'll mount the battery switch. The instructions show we'll be drilling 3 5/16 holes, and it does include a template. So we'll drill out those holes. And then we'll mount the battery switch using the included screws. Now that that's mounted, we'll route the wiring. The short wires will stay by the original battery, and the long wires are routed down the side underneath to the new battery location up front. Once everything's all done, we'll zip tie the long wires off to the side of the gas tank. And then we'll route them through the hole in the bottom piece here. Next, we'll install the battery tie-down strap using the included hardware. And installing it like in the diagram in the manual. Now that the strap is done, I place the new battery in the battery box and put it in place, and everything is fitting perfectly. Now for the wiring connections, with the battery switch off, we're going to disconnect the wiring from the original battery and connect it to the supplied wiring. Both of these ground wires connect to the ground of the original battery. Then the new red wire connects to the positive of the original battery, and the supplied red wire with the bolt and nut, that connects to the original boat power wire, and then you zip tie that off to the side. Now that that's all connected, we'll connect the new battery. I got battery caps from Ohmmu since this is in a boat and I want to keep it as dry as possible. These just go around the terminals and you bolt it down. And here we have everything installed and it's looking good. And now I have a cover on the battery box and the strap is tightened and we're good to go. Here you can see how I have the wiring routed and everything zip tied. Now to test it out, I'll go ahead and turn on the battery switch to the number 2 battery, which is the new battery. And I'll come over here and turn the boat on. It is low on fuel, which is that beeping, but it is working as it should. And yeah, not too bad at all for the installation. Now I have had it installed for a couple of weeks, and I've been out several times. The boat starts up and runs perfectly. Checking the Bluetooth information in the app, the Seadoo stator is charging it up as it should, and I'm having no issues at all. We've anchored for over an hour at places and had almost no drop in charge level, even with playing music constantly. So I'm very happy with it. I'll link everything in the description for you guys to check out. I can definitely recommend the Ohmmu Group 31 battery for your boat. It's not cheap, coming in at $999, but if you do use promo code TechJeff, you can save 5%, which is about $50, so that helps some. And for what you get and how long it lasts, it's definitely a solid option for your Seadoo Switch or any other boat. And if you do have a Seadoo Switch, the dual battery kit from SeaDooPWC.com works well. That's the one I used here. There's also the regular Seadoo high capacity battery kit, which includes a Group 27 box and cables, and that also probably fits the Group 31 as well. But anyway, let me know if you guys have any questions on the Ohmmu battery or the installation or anything else. I hope this video was helpful, and if it was, please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe for more content. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video.